Welcome to Power Mind Coded. Most people misunderstand danger. They imagine danger as loud, emotional, aggressive, and chaotic. They think danger announces itself. They think danger is visible. They are wrong. The most dangerous men in history were never loud. They were calm. They did not react emotionally. They did not rush decisions. They did not seek attention or validation. They observed. They waited. They acted with precision. Calmness is often mistaken for weakness, but calmness is not the absence of power. Calmness is control, and control is the foundation of danger. A man who cannot control his emotions is predictable. Predictable men are easy to read, easy to provoke, easy to manipulate. A calm man is unpredictable. You do not know what he is thinking. You do not know what he will tolerate. You do not know when he will act. This uncertainty creates fear. Fear creates caution. Caution creates restraint. This is how calm men dominate without force. In every environment where pressure exists, war, leadership, business, relationships, the man who stays calm the longest wins. Because pressure does not break calm men, it exposes emotional ones. When tension rises, emotional men speed up. Their speech changes, their body language tightens, their decisions become reactive. Calm men slow down. They breathe, they observe, they let others unravel. This contrast is powerful. People instinctively follow stability during chaos. They trust what feels grounded. Calm men become anchors in storms. This is not accidental, it is cultivated. Calm men train themselves to separate feeling from action. They feel emotion, but they do not obey it. Emotion is information, not instruction. Most men treat emotion as a command. Anger tells them to speak. Fear tells them to rush. Ego tells them to defend. Calm men ignore these impulses. They allow emotion to pass before deciding. This delay changes everything. A delayed decision is often a superior one. Calm men understand timing. They know that acting too early reveals insecurity. They know that reacting too fast gives power away. They wait until action is unavoidable and decisive. When calm men move, outcomes change permanently. This is why their actions feel final. Calm men also understand human nature. They know that people test boundaries instinctively. They know that emotional reactions invite escalation. They know that calm responses shut it down. An emotional man reacts to disrespect with emotion. A calm man responds with consequence. Consequence is feared more than confrontation. This is why calm men are rarely challenged repeatedly. The first challenge is met with composure, the second with distance, the third with removal. No speeches, no drama, just outcome. People learn quickly. Calm men do not threaten. They do not warn excessively. They do not explain boundaries emotionally. They enforce them quietly. This creates a reputation. Reputation is power that works when you are not present. Calm men do not need to dominate conversations. They dominate environments. They speak when words change outcomes. They remain silent when silence does more work. This restraint makes their words heavy. When calm men speak, people listen, not because they are loud, but because they are rare. Most men speak too much. They explain, they justify, they vent, they react. Each word leaks position. Calm men leak nothing. They conserve energy. Energy conservation is strategic. While others burn emotional energy arguing, reacting, and proving themselves, calm men store theirs. They save it for moments that matter. This makes them dangerous, because when they finally act, they are not exhausted. They are precise. Calm men are also difficult to manipulate. Manipulation relies on emotional hooks, guilt, fear, approval, validation. Calm men deny access to these hooks. They do not seek approval. They do not fear silence. They do not rush reassurance. Without emotional access, manipulation collapses. This frustrates insecure people. They escalate, they push, they provoke. The calm man remains unchanged. This contrast destabilizes others. People expect reaction. When it does not come, they lose balance. Loss of balance leads to mistakes. Mistakes reveal weakness. Calm men notice everything. They notice who speaks emotionally. They notice who rushes decisions. They notice who seeks dominance through volume. They let these men expose themselves. Observation is a weapon. The man who observes controls the narrative. Calm men also understand that power is not proven through aggression. Aggression signals loss of control. Control is the true signal of strength. The calm man, who could be aggressive but chooses not to, is the most dangerous type, because restraint implies capacity. People fear what is restrained more than what is uncontrolled. An uncontrolled man has limits. A restrained man has unknown potential. This unknown creates caution. Calm men thrive in long-term games. They do not seek quick wins. They seek position. Position compounds. While emotional men chase immediate satisfaction, calm men build advantage slowly. They understand that dominance is cumulative. Small decisions, repeated discipline, consistent restraint. Over time, this creates authority. Authority does not need to announce itself. It is felt. This is why calm men often rise quietly. They are underestimated early, ignored briefly, then feared permanently. They do not fight for recognition. They let outcomes speak. Outcomes are louder than words. This is the foundation of their danger. They are not dramatic. They are decisive. They are not reactive. They are prepared. They are not emotional. They are controlled. And control is what separates men who survive from men who dominate. This is the first truth. Calm men understand something most people never do. Chaos is not something to fight. It is something to let exhaust itself. When environments become unstable, emotional men rush to restore order. They speak more, they act faster, they react harder. Calm men do the opposite. They slow everything down. Slowing down in moments of pressure is not natural, it is trained. And that training is what separates dangerous men from reactive ones. In leadership, calm men create psychological gravity. They do not micromanage. They do not chase control. They do not explain themselves repeatedly. They set direction once and enforce it consistently. This consistency creates trust, and trust creates authority. People follow calm leaders instinctively, not because they are kind, but because they are stable. Stability feels safe during chaos. Emotional leaders lose authority when pressure rises. Their tone changes, their decisions fluctuate, their standards bend. People sense this immediately. The moment a leader becomes emotionally reactive, respect erodes. Calm leaders never allow this. They understand that emotion is contagious, and once a leader transmits emotion, it spreads. Calm men transmit clarity instead. Clarity organizes people. Emotion scatters them. In war, the calm general outlasts the aggressive one. Aggressive leaders burn momentum quickly. They exhaust resources. They rush victory. Calm leaders preserve strength. They choose battles carefully. They avoid unnecessary conflict. They let enemies weaken themselves. When calm men fight, they do not fight emotionally. They fight surgically. One decisive action outweighs 100 emotional ones. This is why calm men are feared by experienced opponents. They do not bluff. They do not posture. They do not threaten. They move when movement is unavoidable and final. In business, calm men dominate negotiations. They do not negotiate emotionally. They do not reveal urgency. They do not chase outcomes. They let silence work. Silence pressures the other side. The man who needs the deal less controls the deal. Calm men are willing to walk away without resentment. This willingness shifts power immediately. Emotional men attach meaning to outcomes. They fear loss. They fear delay. Fear leaks through behavior. Calm men do not leak. They treat outcomes as variables, not validation. This detachment gives them leverage. Leverage creates dominance. Calm men also understand that most conflicts are psychological before they are physical. People test first. They probe boundaries. They look for reaction. Emotional men respond to tests emotionally. Calm men respond with nothing. Nothing is destabilizing. Without reaction, the test collapses. This frustrates insecure people. They escalate. They overextend. Calm men watch. Escalation reveals weakness. Weakness invites correction. Correction does not require aggression. It requires precision. Calm men correct behavior through outcome, distance, removal, consequence. No argument, no explanation. This teaches faster than words ever could. Calm men also understand reputation. They know that reputation is built quietly and lost loudly. They guard their reactions carefully. They do not vent publicly. They do not complain emotionally. They do not express frustration impulsively. Each emotional outburst chips away at authority. Calm men protect authority by protecting composure. Composure becomes their signature. People associate them with steadiness. Steadiness creates trust. Trust creates power. In personal relationships, calm men control dynamics without manipulation. They do not chase reassurance. They do not demand clarity prematurely. They do not overinvest emotionally. They pace connection. Pacing creates imbalance. Imbalance creates attraction, respect, and leverage. Emotional men rush connection. Calm men allow it to develop naturally. This patience filters people. Those who seek control grow uncomfortable. Those who seek drama lose interest. Only the stable remain. This is why calm men often have fewer but stronger alliances. They are selective. Selectivity is a sign of power. People respect what is difficult to access. Calm men are difficult to access emotionally. This does not make them cold. It makes them contained. Containment is attractive and intimidating. Calm men are also resilient. They do not burn out easily. They do not spiral under pressure. They do not collapse emotionally. They recover quickly because they do not exhaust themselves reacting. Reaction is expensive. Calmness is efficient. Efficiency allows longevity. Longevity wins long games. This is why calm men outlast emotional ones. They do not peak early. They do not flame out. They remain steady while others oscillate. Over time, this consistency compounds. Small advantages accumulate. Positions strengthen. Influence grows. Calm men become inevitable, not because they force outcomes, but because they allow time to work in their favor. Time rewards discipline. Time punishes impulsivity. Calm men align with time. This alignment makes them dangerous because they cannot be rushed. They cannot be provoked easily. They cannot be manipulated emotionally. They are anchored, and anchored men do not drift. They decide, they act, they move the world quietly. This is the second truth.
Calm men do not seek dominance. Dominance emerges around them naturally. They do not force respect. They create conditions where disrespect feels unsafe. This is the final evolution of power. Most men believe danger comes from aggression, from intimidation, from loud authority. But aggression is temporary. It burns quickly. Calm men last. They understand that fear created through chaos fades. Fear created through restraint lingers. A man who explodes is predictable. A man who stays calm while pressure builds is terrifying, because no one knows where his limit is. Calm men control emotional temperature. When others heat up, they cool down. When others rush, they slow down. When others panic, they observe. This reversal destabilizes opponents. Humans mirror emotional states instinctively. When mirroring fails, confusion follows. Confusion weakens judgment. This is why calm men dominate tense environments without effort. In confrontations, calm men rarely raise their voice. They rarely threaten. They rarely escalate. They let silence speak. Silence creates space. Space forces the other person to fill it. And when people fill silence, they reveal insecurity. The insecure always lose first. Calm men allow this process to unfold. They do not interrupt collapse. They let it happen. This is why calm men win conflicts they never appear to fight. They understand that most battles are lost internally before they are lost externally. An opponent who loses emotional control has already lost position. Calm men also understand the power of withdrawal. They know when to disengage. Withdrawal is not retreat. It is strategic absence. Absence forces reevaluation. People only realize value when access is removed. Calm men remove access without explanation. No drama, no closure, no justification. This creates psychological weight. People replay silence far longer than arguments. In dominance dynamics, the man who can disappear without emotional reaction controls attachment. Attachment creates leverage. Calm men control attachment by not feeding it excessively. They do not reward impulsive behavior. They do not respond to emotional pressure. They do not chase. They allow others to come to them. Movement toward you is submission. Movement away from you is power. Calm men understand this instinctively. In leadership, calm men create systems that function without constant input. They do not need to oversee every detail. They do not react to every problem. They allow processes to correct behavior. This creates independence. Independent systems outlast charismatic leaders. Calm men prefer systems over personalities. Systems do not tire. Systems do not panic. Systems do not react emotionally. This is why calm men build lasting influence. They do not rely on presence. They rely on structure. Structure enforces authority even when they are absent. This is true power. Calm men also understand the danger of ego. Ego demands recognition. It demands victory. It demands to be seen. Calm men starve ego. They do not need to be right publicly. They do not need to win arguments. They do not need applause. They let outcomes validate them. Outcomes silence critics better than explanations ever could. This is why calm men are often underestimated early. They do not advertise capability, but once capability is revealed, it feels overwhelming, because it arrives fully formed. Calm men do not escalate gradually. They move decisively when the moment is correct. Their actions feel sudden, even though they were planned long before. This creates shock. Shock creates compliance. Calm men do not repeat warnings. They act once. This teaches faster than threat. People learn that calm does not mean lenient. It means controlled. And controlled men do not need to repeat themselves. Calm men also accept isolation. They do not need constant validation. They do not seek emotional crowds. They do not rely on external reassurance. This independence is felt immediately. People respect men who do not need them. Need creates weakness. Self-sufficiency creates authority. Calm men are self-sufficient emotionally. They process emotion privately. They decide publicly. This separation preserves clarity. Clarity allows correct decisions under pressure. Correct decisions compound. Over time, calm men accumulate advantage, not in bursts, but steadily. This is why they seem inevitable. They do not spike and crash. They do not rise and fall dramatically. They advance quietly. While others exhaust themselves emotionally, calm men conserve strength. When opportunity appears, they are ready. When others hesitate, they move. When others panic, they act. This is the final truth. Calm men are dangerous because they cannot be rushed. They cannot be provoked easily. They cannot be manipulated emotionally. They feel deeply, but they decide calmly. They do not fight emotion, they govern it. Governance is power, and power, when controlled, reshapes environments. This is why calm men dominate wars without appearing aggressive.
Win negotiations without appearing forceful. Command respect without raising their voice. They do not need to prove danger. Their restraint implies it. Welcome to Power Mind Coded. Cultivate calm. Protect composure. Let others burn energy while you conserve it. Because in every arena that matters, the calm man is the most dangerous man alive.